Hey everybody out there, this is Seto, and today for you guys, I'm here with my friend again, the Judge Man, the Judge Master. He is going to be profiling for us his Dank Clown Blade?
Clown Blade.
Well, his personal build of Clown Blade, which he's literally, you may think of cards that could be good for, but I'm going to tell you this guy has tried out just about everything, and this has been his baby for over a year now, right?
Probably, since the cards were announced.
Yeah, originally. So, without further ado, I'll let him take over.
Alright, for Clown Blade, this deck is actually really complicated in a lot of different ways.
So,
it's combinations.
So prepare your minds, children.
So it's a lot more complicated than zombies and all that other jazz that's out there right now. Alright, for the monster counts, Performance Chick Clown. You play two of these cards. Basically, this card is like the heart of the deck to make the Clown Blade engine go, as it's called, Clown Blade. Whenever it's sent to the graveyard, you special summon and take 1,000 damage. It's a pretty key card in the deck. And you have the card that searches the Clown Blade.
Yes, your damage juggler.
Damage juggler. This card is pretty good because it allows you to thin yourself by banishing it out of the graveyard to search this guy. Or you can discard it to avoid taking damage, which is kind of good.
Yep.
You play two of him, and then for the last part of the Clown Blade engine, 1,000 Blades. 1,000 Blades is like basically whenever you take damage, it comes out of the graveyard for free. So that goes in combination with this guy. Because whenever you summon out of the graveyard, you take 1,000 damage if you choose to use his effect to bring him out. So then when you summon him in like defense, you can trigger his effect, and then which triggers this guy.
Gotcha.
So you get 2 free cards. Totally fair, right?
Yeah, only fair. Make free rank 4s.
For the other part, you play 3 of
the Halberd.
Assault Halberd, because this card is really, really good because it sets up your plays. It's a free summon, Cyber Dragon for level 4, searches this guy and itself, and it does piercing, so it's OTKs. Alright, so then for the Dank, what we call the Dank part of the deck.
Yeah, this is his personal build.
This is ×3 Gigabyte. Gigabyte is a searcher card. Whenever he's sent to the graveyard by either battle or card effect, you can special summon a monster with 1,500 attack or 200 defense. And also, if you control spellcaster,
yeah, he's a spellcaster.
You can special summon him for free as an inherent summon.
So if you get the clowns out, then you can just special summon him, and then you got a rank 4 that way.
And it allows you basically to drop your hand for free, which is really, really good. This is also a Gigabyte target. You play 2 Infernal Archfiend, Nefarious Archfiend, because this card, at the end phase of your opponent's turn, you can pop a face-up card. Usually you'll pop this guy.
Yeah.
Which lets you search another card and get him out of your graveyard for free.
Now, if I remember correctly, aren't most of these, like, and I know you have the Fox too as well. Isn't that supposed to be with another archetype? I'm trying to remember which archetype it is. The Charmers, right?
Yes, this is supposed to be the Charmer cards, but
yeah, but you're using it for the rank 4s.
I took it for the rank 4 turbo.
No, I understand. I just find it interesting. So clowns and charms.
This, my tech is Ignari Fire. Basically, if this card is sent to the graveyard by card effects, it will come back during your standby phase, which goes in combo with this, which is a loop.
Yep.
During your end phase, you pop this comes out, then your standby phase, this guy comes out. For free.
You're going to have a lot of rank 4 slow.
Yeah, then you can also pop the clown as well and have it come back with 1,000 Blades and still have 4 cards. This deck doesn't normal summon. It doesn't believe in that.
No, special.
Well, actually, yes, it does.
Well, yeah,
only normal summon is Summoner Monk.
Oh my god.
Summoner Monk is basically, if you have Summoner Monk, it's usually the OTK will happen 2/3 of the time because you just discard a spell, then you can get any one of these, the clowns, 1,000 Blades, whatever combo part you're missing, you can get for free. You play 2 of him. Alright, that's for the monsters. Now for spells, play 2 Reinforcements of the Army. This allows you to grab 1,000 Blades if you need it, and it's also
Halberd too.
Halberd. Yeah. So if Halberd you want to start just dealing damage, put pressure. Then the next card is 1 Foolish Burial, because obviously setting up.
Yeah.
You can send your clown, get him out for free. Send 1,000 Blades if you have the clown. Open up all your deck combos. Rageki for OTA.
Yeah.
Book of Moon, because it's versatile, allows you to pretty much stop your opponent, or if you just want to go ham on them, it's a card to go with.
Yep.
I don't like back row, so 3 MST.
3 MST.
Not having it. Alright, this needs more time.
Yeah, you only own 5.
Alright, then for the newest addition to this deck, thanks to the new 10s, Instant Fusion ×3.
So you have your Norden.
For Norden. Because Norden is really broken because it allows you to get any level 4, which is this entire deck. So if you've already used your Clown Blade engine and it's in the graveyard, you can just summon Norden, get back your Clown, reset your engine. It's a reset card, and it's also the overkill card, because most of the time she won't need it. For the last of my spells, I play triple upstart for consistency, drawing, getting your combo pieces, setting up.
Gotcha.
For the traps, 2 Call of the Haunted. Call of the Haunted Norden is really broken. Getting one card to get 2 is kind of good. Also, with these cards, you can pop the Charmer cards, basically, the Infernal Archfiend. You can summon this guy and then pop him with Call of the Haunted, and you can get your Archfiend plus him during your standby phase. The same thing with Gigabyte.
Gotcha.
And the clowns, if you want to summon the clown, pop it, get another card, get Thousand
Yeah, and
Blades
Gigabyte,
with
yeah,
it.
and they get the Gigabyte gets the search off too, doesn't he?
It's all basically one giant loop. For the back row, your standard hatred cards, Bottomless, Torrential, Warning, Vanity's Emptiness. When you establish a board, they can't get over it. Then for my last of the main deck is Triple Fiendish Chain for keeping your clown, like if your clown is all you're relying on in your field, this stops them from attacking you. Allows you to keep your field for a turn. And also shutting down your opponent. Alright.
We'll go into. You want to still go? We'll still go in depth after we do the profile, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you guys want me to explain what Clown Blade does as far as how stupid it can be, I can show you some of the basic concepts behind it.
We got time for that. Looks like it.
Alright, for the extra deck is 2 Norden, because 3 I found is overkill, 2 is pretty much, if 1 goes off, usually it's enough for game, but 2 is usually, if you want to be able to spam this card once it's in graveyard to get back your combos.
So having the extra instant fusion is perfectly fine because you also have the summon monk to pitch it and whatever
Yeah.
else. Okay.
It's like basically once you have Norden once, you have it for the rest of the game.
Gotcha.
And then for play 1 King of Feral Imps for searching out Gigabyte, thinning out the deck. Basically you can make him first with clowns so you can set your engine to go.
Gotcha.
Trapeze Magician is the OTK. Also, if this card dies by battle or card effect, you will get a clown out of your deck for free. So it also is a setup card as long as an OTK. And for recycling, I played 1 Daigusto Emerald for resetting my engine if I don't have it, or if I want to if I want to restart everything. For clearing the board, Exciton Knight for just dealing with fields I can't deal with. For OTK is also Dark Rebellion Dragon. Dark Rebellion Dragon, along with Trapeze Magician, is usually game. Because anything with 2,000 or more attack, I will have basically a 10,000 attack board with just these 2 cards.
That's scary.
It's pretty ridiculous. Then 101, then Castel. Abyss Dweller for shutting down everything, and also with Abyss Dweller, making him with Norden makes all my cards 2k plus beaters. And with Gigabyte being a water, he also becomes 2k.
Oh yeah, he is a water.
Yes, and he becomes 2600, which is pretty nasty. Then Cowboy for dealing that last bit of damage, getting in there. Then play 1 Carnagorgon, because being able to switch targets on cards, especially if I'm dealing with a matchup that targets my cards and I don't want him to be gone yet, I can just switch it around, target him. Ragna Zero is good for matchups like Cleaforth, being able to increase their attack. Fire Fists, any kind of rogue deck, usually he's enough to deal with it. Also with Dweller, he's 2900.
Yep.
Then for the Infernoid matchup, Steelsform Roach. This card is actually kind of funny because he's usually game if he gets out first. And for the last bit of hatred, I play 1 Rhapsody Berserk.
Rat Master.
Yep. If you want to get rid of their graveyard and don't want them to have combat also, you can say no. And making your cards 3,000 plus beaters is kind of good too.
So, because I noticed you don't want Ptolemaeus, can you just explain to everybody why you don't want Ptolemaeus right now?
I mean, if we had Shockmaster, I'd be all over Ptolemaeus because Ptolemaeus is the setup for that. And it's like also like you can also make Infinity, which isn't in TCG yet.
Yes.
Because if you Ptolemaeus into Nova Dragon into Cyber Dragon Infinity is kind of really good. And also it's like it allows you to set your Ptolemaeus with your Clown Blade engine underneath it detach it, get your clown and your other engine back, then get Infinity, plus a bunch of more cards for free. So then you're bored. You're sitting on at least 3 to 4 exceeds.
So you pretty much, because it's not like at full power, you decide to make it just a more rank 4 spam deck than just like.
If I still have the Volvo chain, it's like a turn 2, they're dead.
So how did the Volvo chain? That's my second question. How did the Volvo chain affect the deck?
The Volvo chain basically means it was the perfect setup card. Basically, it's like the Volvo chain. Once you have it, it's if you have at least one part of the combo, like if you have Thousand Blades or if you have preferably the Trick Clown, it's like the Trick Clown, go into Gigabyte, the Inari Fire, or the Archfiend, make the Volvo chain, detach the Thousand Blades or the Clown from it, send Thousand Blades, then you have a free exceed off of the Clown Blade engine, because it's the Clown will come out, then you have Thousand Blades, so then you have another rank 4 play.
So how did that affect the deck? Just not having it.
It slowed it down.
It slowed it down
a little bit with consistency, because it was like you have to draw more now to be able to get into it, but it's a little bit more setup because the Volvo chain was basically free setup.
Free setup, yeah, I understand.
And it's like it was basically, if you had it, you pretty much were guaranteed to push a lot, or they were dead.
So it's it's like a step slower now. You would say.
It's like taking a smidgen step down. It's like it's not as fast.
Oh, I understand. So you want to show some of the combo plays, like just the basic combo plays of how the deck functions and basic, hands and whatnot.
Alright, I got it.
No problem. Take your time. Take your time.
Cards out now.
We got some time, I think.
Let's just throw that in there because this actually doesn't matter. Alright, so basically one of the biggest OTK plays is with Summoner Monk.
Alright.
Because with Summoner Monk, if you have a handful of spells in Monk, it's like oh, that kind of sucks, but if you have the card, it allows you to go into more OTKs, because this also sets up the Trapeze OTK.
Oh, because he's a spellcaster.
I forgot to grab Flesh Barrel.
Oh, you're fine.
That's actually kind of important too. Because it's like with Monk, and you just discard, let's say, a card like MST, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It lets you go into either like this guy, which is the Trapeze Magician setup, and it's like you would overlay to make Trapeze, and if they have a board, and then it's like after that you could go into Foolish Burial, which would get you your Thousand Blades. Now your engine is fully set.
Yeah.
Because once you discard or once you detach this to target a monster to attack
you already
twice,
have your Clown and your Thousand Blades already in the graveyard, already set to go for another rank.
Like, let's say this is the card that you have along with it. It's like, or if you set that up, and it's like, then you have this, and this is your field now.
Do you have the XYZ Rebellion Dragon detached, and then
and then you would like target it to attack twice. Usually, if it's over 2,000, it's game. And then you can make, if you want to recycle your engines, or if you have too many cards to graveyard, make like Dank also a searching card if you feel like it, like your King of the Feral Imps. It would basically let you go into anything that you really want, and this is pretty much the OTK. This is pretty much the easiest way to do it.
Oh, okay.
If you just open with Monk. But if you don't have like the Rebellion Dragon, if the Trapeze is all you have at the moment, or if you just have the Monk Clown and you have Thousand Blades in graveyard, you can use, like I said, these guys come out for free if you control a spellcaster.
And because you have 2 spellcasters right on the field.
And because I have 2 spellcasters, it's like boom.
So if I can see it from 30.
It's like free, you can drop your whole hand.
Really?
And it's like the Trapeze OTKs. Like I said, you go into Trapeze Magician, then you can make, like, let's say if you want to make your Dark Rebellion Dragon,
detach,
target their monster, make it weaker, make yourself.
And then you already have your monsters in graves.
And then Thousand Blades with the Clown, you detach the Clown comes back for free, then you get your Thousand Blades. And you can make, if you feel like it, you can make a 2,000 plus Dweller.
And I could see if Shockmaster was out, then you got Shockmaster right there for protection. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's a free card. It's like,
thank gosh.
This OTK is actually pretty consistent. Then if you really feel like overkilling people, Instant Fusion.
Going to Norden.
Yeah, because it's like if you have a bunch of cards in your graveyard, let's say like if like none of this happened, like you've gone through most of your resource, your Clown engine's no longer there, all of this is in the graveyard.
Okay.
Except for like, well, let's say if you still had your
Gigabyte or something
like all those, because usually you will draw into those. Like let's say you have this, that's your one card. Instant fusion into Norden. Norden lets you grab the clown. The clown lets you go into King of the Feral Imps. Detach this. You now have another free exceed because of the Clown Blade engine. So now you can make whatever you want. If you want to push, or if you're going for game, it's like over 4,000 damage easily. Or if you want to recycle your engine, Daigusto, Emerald, Rebellion Dragon for over 4,000 plus damage.
I see where you're going with
like,
this.
It's basically like your last play.
Your last ditch effort.
It's like usually instant fusion is game if it doesn't go off. And also if you have more cards, like if you have these three, like you usually can draw into them or you search them. You will have all these cards for free because it's inherent summons, so you can't really do a lot against that. Tarantula actually doesn't hurt you at all.
Yeah.
Tarantula is usually like that actually helps you. But then you can go into two more plays, as you can see. It's like you go into another play. It's like go into a play, drop him, go into another play.
And just have a whole bunch of like.
And you have 3 exceeds on your field plus a loaded graveyard.
That's ridiculous. So, anything else you want to say about this deck before we end the video, man?
If we had the Volvo Chain, it would be tier 0.
Yeah.
Along with Cyber Dragon Affinity, this deck would be topping everywhere. Because there'd be not a lot that stands against this.
True. Because you just spam the board like.
It's like this deck is also very aggressive, so you have to start pushing. It's not a very passive deck. It's like
because I noticed you mainly like what was the like Fiendish Chain, and was there anything else that came off the top of my head like Fiendish and like?
It's basically you stop your opponent, then you kill them. That's basically what this deck does. It's like you Fiendish Chain, Bottomless, Tarantula,
stop plays,
stop their plays, set yourself up. Then next turn they lose. It's like the instant fusions. All that is just pushing into everything.
I gotcha.
Is there any questions that you would have, or any reviewers?
No, but if they'll probably leave any down in the comment section if they have any questions, man. So.
All right.
Yep. But thank you so much, man. I know this has been your baby for a while. We've talked. Me and him have spent many nights talking about Clown Blade and this deck, and like talking about the engines and.
Give us back chain.
Yes. We need our chains, man. I need some bling.
You need to stop chaining me down.
Yeah.
Come on.
Stop chaining.
We won the Volvo Chain. I'm fine.
Free me from these chains. Oh my gosh, the chain references. Okay. Take care, everybody. Have fun dueling. Good luck dueling, and I'll see you guys all next time. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye. Thanks.